in the development of his community and by extension the state and the country at large. He's also Microsoft Director, Cloud Expansion for the Middle East and the entire Africa. That's a big fish that you have. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together to recognize also the donor of the first prize for this competition. I think if you want to do it, go ahead. We recognize especially in our midst today, Dele Akinshade. The way they wrote the name, I was expecting that they will put chief. This, when you see people with substance, okay, they don't shout. They are cool and humble. Just like my best teacher ever. No title, nothing. We just say, call me Oyin Ogumba. I will say, sir, how can we call you that? You are Oyin Ogumba, sir. Once again, we welcome you. We recognize everybody, all the schools here. I recognize. For time, I will come back to recognize you so that we can move on. I recognize all the schools that are present here. Please put your hands together for yourself quickly. And we quickly proceed so that we can set the tone. I humbly call on the representative of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Augustina Duyilemi, to give the opening remarks of the Vice Chancellor. A round of applause for Mama. Thank you.
Thank you, our super MC, for that beautiful introduction. On behalf, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests in the house, I don't want to waste time so that we can set the ball rolling. On behalf of our Vice Chancellor, our dynamic Vice Chancellor, Professor Adesegun Fatusi, I sincerely welcome all of you to this youth STEM celebration that is holding today in the university. And this year's celebration is very unique, as you have heard from the SC, as it coincides with our 10th anniversary celebration. The university was born in 2014. And of a fact, we are also celebrating our convocation on the 14th of December next week. So whoever that wins will be very lucky to be part of the 10th anniversary celebration. I'm also here on behalf of the Director for Advancement, and I'm also representing the Director for Advancement and Director for Campus Community Relationship in person of Dr. Oyeneye. Please, let's give him a round of applause, because he has brought this youth STEM to life in the university. And he's been doing everything within his power that we hold youth STEM celebration annually in the university. We are lucky to have him, and we thank you very much for this. Now, the theme for this year's celebration is a typical one and apt: ensuring food security through science and technology. And as we all know, Nigeria as a country faces significant food security, escalating into conflicts, economic instability, and atypical stable food prices. We know the situation in the country now with food. It's something that families cannot even afford 3 square meals. So we are in the age of science and technology, and it is youth students that can actually come up with ideas that we can use to improve the situation we are facing with food. And of course, you imagine the crisis facing this food, where farmers cannot even go to farms anymore, and you see prices going up every day. So I think today you have designed projects that can help us with ensuring this food security through science and technology. And there are lectures. I also welcome the various speakers for giving us time to educate these students. And I'm sure from the lectures you will receive from them today, you will be able to gather more knowledge that will advance your knowledge in science. So I welcome you all, students, and I'm sure you are with your jottings, because it's not just the projects alone we have come to observe. There are topics that you will gain from. So ladies and gentlemen that are here today to join us to celebrate this youth 10th anniversary, you are all welcome, and I pray everything will be fine in Jesus' name. Thank you very much.
Please let's put our hands together once again for the Vice Chancellor. The next item here is our first talk for today. And our speaker will be speaking on the topic, career opportunities in health information management. There are so many courses that we look down upon because we don't have information about them. And as part of this program, we also want to educate you on things you need to know. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together for Mrs. Omolola Afolabi, who will be talking to us in the next 10 minutes and showing us career opportunities in health information management. You have slides?
No, it's them. I've submitted the soft copy with them.
Display it. Let's continue.
Okay.
We have reduced
No, it's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes. Are you sure?
may be the perfect fit for you. Step forward with confidence, knowing that in this field, you are not just building a career, but making a difference every single day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we can do much better than that. Let's show that indeed we want to make a difference. And we must also not forget the theme for this year's USTEM, ensuring food security through science and technology. I hope you've been reflecting on the presentations. The first one about health information management. If I am a health information professional, for instance, what will I be doing? She told us. And immediately, I'm beginning to think, even if I'm not one, the way she concluded her own presentation was that data is what? King. Imagine that you have the data of farmers around you, and then you know the challenges they are facing there. You can segregate them and begin to help them. Now, you are now a speech language therapist. You come across a farmer that has a whole lot of things. The farmer wants to communicate. I have this product, and the farmer is like this. You can actually step in and do that. I've made money through science. But I'm in humanities. I know you'll be wondering. Let me quickly tell you, because application is key. And we are going to, the last presentation, we'll be taking you through a journey. When you hear artificial intelligence, what comes to your mind? You've all done photosynthesis at one point or the other. Biology, agri-science, is that correct? Have you done it? If you have, I made a whole lot of money using photosynthesis in 2015. Did they tell you about money when they were teaching you photosynthesis? The answer is no. You remember the formula they will write for that photosynthesis. At the end of it all, you will see 602. And they say it's giving off. Why is it giving off into the air? Why? Do plants use oxygen? Photosynthesis will. I did it maybe 34 years ago, and I still know how to apply it. The oxygen is giving off. Because plants don't require it, we need it. They give it into the atmosphere. In the ecosystem, it belongs to us. And now, in fish farming, we make use of what we call aerator. Aerator to oxygenate the pond so that the fish can grow well. Then an idea came to my mind one day. What if I live in a remote village where there is no electricity? How do I power the aerator? It's going to be difficult. If I decide to take a generator to power the aerator, I will be incurring more cost in rearing my fish. I won't be able to make the kind of profit I should make. Yet, plants give off oxygen, they don't need it. And then I ask myself, what kind of plant will survive on water and will not affect my fish? You know, when you go to places where they have water hyacinth, they see water hyacinth as a nuisance. And then I decided to plant water hyacinth on one of my ponds. I discovered that water hyacinth grows almost every 24 hours. The oxygen coming from the water hyacinth, they will supply the pond. The pond, the nitrogen and the rest from the feed will help the water hyacinth to grow. I was able to oxygenate the pond without using aerator, using water hyacinth that in some places they see as nuisance. And then another problem emanated from planting of water hyacinth. It was covering the surface of the water, creating another problem. I took some, I gave to my pigs. Pig, eat this one. I quarantined one of the pigs, and then I gave in case the pig dies. To my surprise, the pig abandoned his food and he started eating water hyacinth. So they eat this. So I'm using it to oxygenate the pond and also using it to feed the pigs. So when people come around and say, oh, we're having problem, we don't have enough oxygen, there is this plant I can sell to you, and this is the way it works. It will help you. In fact, I took it from one man's house in his area. I still sold to him because I have knowledge he doesn't have. I'm saying this because we are not just talking of food security. How do you apply science and tech to it? The two presentations, how are they related? How can you apply to all of these things and make something out of it? I don't believe in knowledge for knowledge's sake. You must couple it to development. I've helped you in a way to put the first two presentations together and align to food security. So what are you supposed to do for me? You are not doing it well. I take it in. Thank you. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, why I was trying to do the coupling of knowledge to development. A distinguished person walked in, and with the kind permission of Dr. Yenei, I would like to introduce him and first apologize to him because he has gone to another venue, meaning that we have made him to do the journey of Israelite, something that should have taken how many days? He has gone around the town. We are very sorry, sir. I've been wondering, how do I introduce him? Where do I start? When you see somebody who is loaded from head to toe, and a man of many parts, at a point I was asking, where do I start from? Let me quickly say this, for the benefit of the students. I think I have to do this introduction properly. It will inspire you. The person I'm about to introduce to you is an eclectic individual, a man of many parts, a man you find in almost all professions around you, apart from being a specialist and aesthetist. He is also a barrister at law. I know you'll be wondering, what is the... If I were you, I would be clapping, no? An anesthetist, still a barrister at law, not stopping at that, an entrepreneur par excellence. An entrepreneur par excellence. Somebody who has changed the business landscape, not just in Ondo Kingdom here, but in the entire state. He is also the biggest poultry farmer in Ondo State. And he has whispered to me from there, Isaac, I will give you some chickens for Christmas. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. You don't see the biggest poultry farmer and you won't take something from him. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor this morning to introduce to this august audience the MD, Chief Executive Officer of, don't clap yet, you will clap, Nibalola Motherland Farms and Resorts. Just hold there. And he has also put all this knowledge together, not limiting it to himself. He is a former commissioner also in this state, using his knowledge also to advance the cause of the state. And currently the special advisor to the governor on legislative matters. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, with a resounding applause, let's welcome to our midst Honorable Barrister Dr. Jibayo Adeyeye. Thank you very much, sir. You are welcome. He will be talking to you in a couple of minutes. You will pick from his knowledge. Sir, not immediately. I will allow you to rest. Quickly, I want to bring to this side of the divide the man that caught my attention immediately and will catch your attention. And I'm sure it's also going to make an impression on you, given the topic he wants to speak on. What is artificial intelligence? When we say it, is it something that is beyond us? Is it esoteric? Is it rocket science? Is it something an average man cannot connect with? These are questions that Mr. Dele Akinshade will be answering in the next 20 minutes. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together for him as I bring him to this side of the divide. Let's keep clapping. To be in charge of Microsoft in the Middle East and the entire Africa is not a mean feat.
Thank you very much. How many minutes are 20. Good morning, everyone. So, as was introduced, my name is Dele Akishade. I'm the chairman of Dele Akishade Foundation, and standing on existing protocols. My very good friend is here, Dr. Honorable Adeyeye. So nice seeing you. So my presentation today is around artificial intelligence, just the basics because of our audience, and this is for our students that are here in particularly. The adults can follow along and listen. Now we have a technical issue, so you're not going to see any presentation on the screen, so I'm going to go through this and try to be more graphical with my description so that you can follow along. So obviously everybody has been hearing about artificial intelligence over the past couple of years. It's more than a buzzword, it's actually reality. It's something that's been around for years and years, but now you're seeing more commercial application of it. And you're now realizing the impact in our daily lives that, okay, this is a technology that we've all been using all along, but there's a lot more potential to it. And now you're getting more people that are studying courses that are related to artificial intelligence. So what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is basically where a computer program can simulate human intelligence. Where a computer program can simulate human intelligence to perform specific tasks. Okay? So, for instance, I could have programmed a computer to do this presentation instead of me. Because how will I do that? I already have the content, and I can program a computer to simulate what I'm going to say based on the audience that is here, and you will then be able to follow through. So in a way, that is what artificial intelligence is. There are different ways that it does it. It can understand language, which is what you're familiar with for the most part. It can recognize images as well. So you will see that on TV, in movies, or even for those of you that are very active on social media, when you tag pictures and faces of people, that is a form of artificial intelligence using image recognition to do that. And then the other component of this is, okay, it has all this information, then it's able to make a decision on your behalf based on what it is that you want to mean, for instance. So for those of you that are young here that are into gaming, you will see a lot of that in the gaming, especially if